What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Blackblade and welcome to a brand new vlog series featuring the Scion Molten Strike build. Now, I know I have to apologize to you guys because, I know that it's been a long time since my last video upload, and I do apologize for that one, guys. You have to understand I have an 8-hour job from Mondays through Fridays, and sometimes I even work through Saturdays and Sundays because of the, different projects that I work on. So, yeah, I've had a pretty busy month. I think it's almost a month since my last upload, so I do apologize for that one, guys. All right, so let's get into the build proper. So this is my first Scion build ever, and I thought that for a first build, I thought that one of the best things that I could do was to create a melee build. At first, I was actually thinking about doing a spell based build, but then I thought that if I'm going spell, then I might as well just go with a witch because she's much more closer to the powerful spell nodes over here on the top of the skill tree. So I decided to go with melee, and for the skill I decided to go with a Multistrike. Alright, so since this is going to be a crit build, we are going to be getting most of the, or as much critical strike chance and as much critical strike multiplier as we can. So let's start by getting the first path over here, or discussing the first path. So since the Molten Strike has some projectiles into the skill, what I mean is built into the skill, we started to get some projectile damage and dexterity nodes over here, and then I went to the left side to get a jeweled socket because it's just 1 point, so why not just get it. And I decided to put a Viridian jewel over there with an increased physical damage with 200 weapons, reduction of mana cost of the skills, and 12% increased area damage. And by the way, I am planning to go with a two-handed build on this one, specifically the axe, so that because most of the two-handed weapons that I have are actually, or the most one of the most powerful weapons that I have is actually more on axes rather than mace or stabs. So that's why I'm going to be using the axe for this one. Of course, we went down over here to get the sentinel, and then we went over to the left side to get the constitution again for the life, and then we went down over here to get the reflexes for the evasion rating, and then we went over here to get the critical strike chance node right there, ending with true sight. And then we've gotten the hired killer over here for some life nodes. Then we went to the right side over here to get another jeweled socket. This time I added a 14% increased physical damage, and since the Molten Strike is a fire skill, decided to put 12% increased critical strike multiplier with fire skills over there, some dex, and then some resistances. This is actually pretty random, so yeah, as much as possible, what you'd really want is, if you can't get the damage, at least get the critical strike chances or multipliers for either globally or for the fire skills, or other than that, just get some flat physical damage or flat increased damage. Then we went over to the right side over here. We are now at the shadow skill tree to get the coordination, and then we went up to get the blood siphon for some life. Then we went to the right side over here to get some projectile damage, ending with sniper, and then we've gotten the quickness, and then of course everybody's favorite when it comes to any crit build, the assassination. And then we proceeded to go down over here to get the profane chemistry. This is actually pretty good because we get a 30% increased life recovery from our flasks, plus 10, so that's actually 50% increased life recovery, additional increased life recovery from whenever we use our life flasks. And then we went down over here. Again, I've gotten another jeweled socket over here, this time with an increased critical strike multiplier again, 17% armor and 10 to all plus 10% all resist. I was actually hoping to get either life or some more physical damage or attack speed, or better yet critical strike chances, but I got this one, so I'll use what I can get or what I can take. And then we went over to the left side over here towards the duelist skill tree, taking Art of the Gladiator, Bravery for life, Master of Arena, Mana Flows for some mana management. And then I went down over here to take some melee damage nodes, ending with Destroyer. Again, 200 attack speed, melee damage over there. And then I went to the left side to take some more axe damage, and finally getting splitting strikes, for the additional life leech, some physical damage with our axes, and additional 6% attack speed with our axes. And then we went over to the right side over here, taking strength, and again taking another taking another jewel socket, and this time I've gotten lucky with a 15% increased critical strike chance with rolls. And I was very unlucky over here, getting a 15% fire resistance and 12% fire and then lightning resistance. But then that is actually good, because most of the gear that I will be using will not have any resistance at all. So it's actually beneficial for me in a way. And then, why do I have another skill point over here? Hold on, made a mistake over here. Let's just refund that one, and I'm gonna put it no, not 4%. I'm gonna put it over here so that we could have more life. Alright, so anyway, I did get the Golem's Blood again for the 10% increased maximum life. Then we went down over here to take the point blank, since the projectile, since the Molten Strike counts also as a projectile skill. We will benefit a lot, or the damage will significantly increase for the projectiles themselves when we take the point blank. And then of course we went to the left side to take Iron Reflexes to just further increase our armor. And then finally we went over to the right side over here to get some more life nodes, and finally getting the thick skin. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the 4% here, because I could get a lot more lives, or an additional 1% more on the skill tree over here. Alright, so since we are at level 64 and we are only at Merciless Act 2, there's a lot of room for improvement. First of all, I think I'm gonna get the Executioner and then the Wrecking Ball, probably passing over here towards down over here to get the Wrecking Ball, and then I'm probably going to get another additional Enduring Charge over there. If I get lucky and I get another good jewel, I'm probably going to get the jewel socket over here. Also, initially I was actually planning on going to the left side over here to take the disemboweling. But then I thought that this was only appropriate for the critical strike for melee, for the melee part of the skill. I'm not exactly sure if this will affect the projectile part of the skill, but maybe not, because it clearly says melee. So I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to get that. Either that, or I could just go up here and finish up getting some more armor and life, physical attack damage, and then physical attack damage over there. And then, well, I guess that's about it. And then, of course, finishing everything by getting all of the essential life nodes over there. Alright, so I guess that's about it. Let's get into our gear. I'm not going to go in depth, because the gear might change depending on my level or on what I need for my character. But definitely what's not going to change is the Maligaros Virtuosity for the gloves, the Ramirez Banquet for the ring, and then of course the Rat's Nest for the helm. This is really good because of the, again, global critical strike chance, and then we get 15% attack speed, high evasion rating, and we get 20% increased items found, movement speed, but we do get a reduced character size, which makes our character look very kawaii. Alright. Now, for what is connected to our Molten Strike, what's connected there is Multistrike, lesser multiple projectiles, increased critical strikes, faster attacks, and increased critical damage. Now, if you only have like 5 link, I probably would remove the faster attacks and then just put increased critical strike chance instead. I'm not gonna go too much on the other gems yet, because again, I'm only at level 64, and when I get into probably level 80, that's when I'm going to discuss the other skill gems. But for now, have at least Leap Slam with what's connected with Leap Slam. Yeah, Leap Slam with Fortify. That would be good, for some additional damage mitigation, and of course have some Enduring Cry over there. Oh yeah, and for our auras, we are going to use Arctic Armor again for some more physical damage and fire damage mitigation, and of course Hatred for our second aura. For our curses, I plan to use Assassin's Mark, either Assassin's Mark or Warlord's Mark. Either of the two. It really depends on the situation. All right, so I've talked enough. Wait, well, hold on. Currently, the damage of our Molten Strike is 12.4k, but that is only on the melee aspect of the skill gem. It doesn't take into consideration the calculation of the projectiles with a critical strike chance of 33.39%, which bumps up. You'll see later. Because of the power charges that we get. And of course, our critical strike multiplier is 413%. Our armor is at 3.3k with an estimated physical damage reduction of 43%. All of our fire, cold, and lightning resistances are capped, with our chaos resistance sitting at negative 60%, which is really bad. Of course, we have some ignite, chill, freeze, and shock avoidance of 8%. Oh my god! Of course, that's thanks to thick skin. Alright, oh my god! I pressed the wrong button, hold on. Alrighty then, so let's get into some gameplay. I'm planning to show you guys a gameplay on killing, killing, what the fuck is his name? Ball. Alright, so we're doing good so far. Yeah, so again, this is still at on the mid part of the game, so anything could change. Oh yeah, I'm still lacking some mana management. Oh my god, my latency is spiking up. God damn it, Jesus Christ. Anyway, so yeah, I'm still having a little bit of trouble when it comes to my mana management, but I guess that would that would change once once we get our DPS, higher, because the Ramira's Banquet already has a 0.4 physical or 0.4% mana leech. So the only thing left to do is to increase some more our physical damage, so that we could have that perfect build without using any mana flasks at all. All right, here we go. This is Val. Alright, so forgive me if I don't talk much. I'm going to try and concentrate over here. So as you can see over there, I'm having a little bit of trouble when it comes to my mana. Not a really good thing. What the hell is he doing? Anyway, is that a bug? Alright, so our crits have oh my god, two uniques. Let's see what those are. Hey, I don't think that I've ever picked up this one yet. Let's see what that one is. 12% increased physical damage plus 1 level level 1 spell equal 20. Alright, so this is a good leveling 1 for a for any spellcaster, I believe. So yeah, that's going to be helpful. I'm gonna keep that one. And for our Crimson Jewel, we have this one. Yeah, I think I already have this one, but I don't really like the 10% increased damage taken, so that's one of the reasons why I'm not using this. But if you are going to go, I think, with a regen build, I think this is going to be great. I already have 2, so that's going to be an additional 4% life regeneration per second, which could probably be really awesome too. Alright, so again, before I end the video, let me know what you guys think about the build in the comment section down below. And thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoy the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm gonna see you guys on the next part of my video. Have a good one.